The camera wasn't recording. I just did that whole thing. Now I gotta do it again. Where was I? So, God damn it. This video is, should you still be training your abs when doing strength training? I kind of mentioned this a little bit in the last video, but there's like this point in which the bottom of the rib cage comes to an end, and then there's pretty much no bones going all the way down to the top of the pelvis. There is your lower back spine, and that's it. In order for there to be a stability in there when doing like squats, deadlifts, overhead press, anything that requires a lot of weight going through there, it's the muscles that are needed to make sure that everything stays safe in there so you don't get hurt. So if you're doing strength training, you are working those muscles a lot, a ton. Like they have to be working in order for you to lift any of those weights. And most people lift quite a bit of weight with those exercises, like the most weight. So that comes down to the question, like, should you be training abs then? Like doing like classic, like, sit-ups, crunches, leg lifts, side bends, the twists, all those. There's so many ab exercises that people do. And I think it's almost like kind of controversial to even do ab exercises at this point. I think there's a lot of people that have basically said, like, I don't train abs, they don't need to, like there's no point. It really just comes down to diet. Diet is where abs are made. But I think I disagree with that a little bit, because a lot of times when people do say that, they'll also not have great abs. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm doing the workout every day. And today there was not a lot of time. Dinner is in the oven right now. I gotta get up. It's time to eat. And I just want to knock out a video really quick. I want to knock out a workout really quick. And I was like, what's the fastest, easiest thing I can do? And I was like, back in the day, I used to do ab workouts all the time. Let's see if we can do one of those and then maybe try to be smarter about it. So I did some of my favorite ab exercises. We'll get to those in a second. But then also I did one ab exercise for the obliques, and which is like super controversial, that I've seen a lot of videos about people saying, I don't ever do that exercise again, never do that exercise again. But I've kind of made my own variation of it, which I think it feels good. It feels really good, and it feels like it gets a lot of activation in the obliques. And I don't know, a lot of people say everyone wants like a narrow waist, and so why even do it? But I don't know, I did it. We'll see. You can be the judge. All right, let's get to the workout. Let's go check it out. All right, so the first exercise, I have two exercises I do directly for the abs. I like to be doing some knee lifts and then leg lifts. Knee lifts, leg lifts. I haven't done these in forever, so they actually felt super hard. I didn't want to go too much because I want to keep this workout as chill as possible so that I can. I have tomorrow off, so tomorrow should be gotta save a little bit of energy for tomorrow. But yeah, I've always thought that this exercise here was one of the best, one of my favorites. I remember watching a video from athleanx.com, and he recommended that when doing leg lifts to try to lift up your butt as well, and basically try to like face your butt forward. And I found that while doing that, it kind of put a little more bend and force running through the lower back a little bit, in a way. I don't know. It felt a little funny to me. It definitely felt like it activated and like did a better all around probably exercise, but I feel like it wasn't worth it, especially since I was doing strength training. I don't know if I recommend doing strength training and mixing that. So I've adapted that exercise to where I keep the lower back chill. So cable crunches. I think these were Arnold's favorite ab exercise. And now that I'm looking at myself do it, I'm not entirely, I don't know. I feel like I should, when you record yourself doing an exercise and then you see it, so often it looks weird. Everything looks awkward. This felt really good though. So I don't know. Really staying focused on not trying to agitate the lower back and just activating the core as much as possible. And every time I do cable crunches, it feels like I'm like putting Velcro together as my knees are going to the ground, and then I feel like it's just like a ripping feeling like right through the abs, so it's super effective. I see why Arnold says it was his favorite exercise. So yeah, pop back to doing this. I did some more leg lifts, and do a set of 20 of each, 3 sets of 20 of each. Probably no need to watch all of it, but this has always been one of my favorite ab workouts, was to do 20 leg lifts, 20 cable crunches, 20 leg lifts, 20 cable crunches. I've also decided not to do too much more weight on the cable crunches. I've been told numerous times not to do that in various sources. Today is the first day I listened to the advice. But so far, everything's feeling good. In comparison to the last time I don't know, what was a couple years ago when I was doing strength training and trying to mix in ab exercises too. Been a while, so everything's feeling good so far. We'll keep you up to date on that, I guess. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so this is probably the controversial one, which is side bends. I have seen numerous sources saying not to do side bends. Yeah, here's me doing some side bends with the cable machine. This is a terrible, terrible angle to show at first, but that gives me a second to talk about it, I guess. I think that this does so much activation and gives like a really good definition to like the ab area when you're doing these, plus being at low body fat. It seems like I don't know. I'm basing this off of time in my 20s. I'm 32 now. There was times I was much more fit in my 20s, and I was doing this a lot. I don't know. I always felt like it was a really good exercise. This is a different variation of it. I used to use just a plate. But okay, here's a better angle from it. I do not. I'll contract onto the side that I'm flexing on, and then I'll go back to a neutral position, and then I will contract again. I don't let the cable machine pull me out of a neutral position once I get to the starting point again. And I feel that this way of doing this, the way that the angle of the cable machine is pulling on me, seems to be a happy spot for me to be doing this exercise. Where my fingers are, I'm just kind of making sure that I'm trying to like get into that mind-body connection where I'm feeling the muscles doing the work. I don't know. It feels like such an effective exercise. I don't know. I'm curious to see if anyone else does these or what others' opinions are on these. If you have opinions on them, I'd like to see, see where you're getting your information from. But I'm going to keep doing them for a bit. As long as my lower back and everything's feeling happy, I'm happy to add this exercise back into a few workouts every once in a while. Especially since I've starting to put on that winter coat already, I just got back from vacation and I just ate tacos and went out and had, I usually just have like 2 meals a day. Vacation, you do like 3 or 4. You just eat all the time. And then there's like dessert. Oh man, so good. Let's see. We're going to move on to something else. All right, the next exercise. All right, so also, I pretty much will do sets of 20 for everything with ab exercises. It's always just 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Usually do like 3 sets of 20 if I'm trying to keep the workout chill. So I did 3 sets of 20 on everything on this workout. The final exercise here is doing some oblique twists with the cable machine. I always feel like, working the obliques is such an important part to like having a good abdominal region. So I try to make sure to do them. These are like pretty much one of my least favorite exercises, but it's one of the ones I like just really force myself to do. And to do 3 sets of 20 is super brutal. I just get like super winded by the end of each set. And between, I'll do them on both sides really quick. So I'll drop that stack and then move right on to the next one. And then by the time you're done with the second set on the other side, oh man, pretty miserable. All right, so that's the ab exercise or ab workout for today. Did a workout after a closing shift. Pretty sweet. But yeah, if anyone's watching this, I am curious of what your thoughts are on doing ab workouts and strength training. I feel like I know the answer for most people, but curious to see what people say anyways. And that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, 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 peace.